So whether you're headed to a barbecue, maybe a picnic, or just looking for a delicious way to beat the heat, our next guest has you covered. So here with satisfying salad recipes is award-winning chef Suman Ali Saeed.
Thank you for having me.
Great to have you here.
Okay, before we dive into the salads, what you brought today, what do you think people get wrong when it comes to making salads at home?
Yeah.
I think a lot of times people get something wrong is that they think that to make a delicious, healthy salad, you need to have unusual or expensive ingredients. And that's not true. You often have ingredients like tomato, cucumber, onion, seeds, nuts, citrus. They're all in your pantry or fridge. So the idea is to just process and prep these ingredients differently and put it together in a beautiful set.
Yeah, that sort of novelty. So the first one we're going to start with is a tomato salad. You say we can get this done in 15 minutes.
Absolutely,
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have over here, under 15 minutes, a Bahraini-style Ontario harvested tomato salata. So salata means a salad in Arabic. And over here at the bottom, you have whipped labneh with lemon juice, olive oil. I've tossed on top some cherry tomatoes from my backyard, some heirloom tomatoes in season, cut into half, gorgeous plated with cucumber, some mint, cilantro, some pickled chili oil. You'll get a bit of a zest at the back of your tongue. And then you can either dust lumi on top of it or else lemon zest.
This is the one that you take and you can get this from like a Middle Eastern grocer and you just...
in any ethnic store, you can dust it on top. It gives this really nice zing to it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Are there ways you would mix things up and play around with this tomato salad?
Absolutely, yes. So you have to understand, you can add like sauteed, grilled asparagus, sauteed vegetables, and kind of make it your own. The base idea remains the same. Have a creamy base as a foundation. Add your textured tomatoes, whatever is in season. I like using cherry tomatoes because, first of all, they're so cute.
Yes.
Yes. And on top of that, it just helps you add this nice bite and texture. When you cut heirloom tomatoes or any tomatoes and add, it can make the salad a bit watery also. And lastly, make it your own by being creative.
Yeah,
love that. Okay, up next is something that is a fattoush salad. Tell us about this.
So fattoush is literally a Middle Eastern / Mediterranean salad. You have over here fresh cut vegetables, so lettuce, tomato, bell peppers, sweet peppers, cucumber, onion, all of these really beautiful fresh vegetables cut in or chopped in and dressed together with a sumac dressing. And on top you have some feta cheese. You can add toasted chips or pita chips as well. What I also like to do is, because the salad is so hearty on its own, you can make it a full-blown meal by adding pan-seared salmon, some grilled or pan-seared chicken, some shrimps.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so you use this homemade dressing. You mentioned sumac.
Yes.
And I understand you have a tip for us about how to best sample the dressing and make sure it's to our liking. So what is that?
Yes. So to put together a really simple recipe of dressing in your kitchen for any type of salad, you need olive oil, you need pomegranate molasses. In case if you don't have pomegranate molasses, you can use balsamic also.
Okay.
And then lemon juice, salt, pepper, preferably Himalayan salt. I like the flavor of that. And then some dry mint. Toss it together, like whisk it together in a bowl, or else you can also just put it in a bowl and dress it on top.
So great.
Okay, so listen, I just started gardening this year, Suman, and I am like growing all my own vegetables for my salad. So this next tip you say is really interesting to me. You say we should be tearing up our lettuce instead of chopping it for salad. Why is that?
So there are two parts to it. First thing, green leafy vegetables oxidize very easily the moment you use a knife to cut through it. So what happens is it's exposed, right? So the outer layer gets oxidized faster. If you use your hands to tear apart the lettuce into bite-sized portions, it helps retain the texture, the crunchy texture of the lettuce, and it also avoids from wilting faster.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Okay, so next up is a mixed bean salad that can be made in just 20 minutes. So tell us how this comes together.
So bean salad over here is basically dressed with this really luscious and delicious mint fava shug dressing. So at the bottom, you'll see this green sauce, which is made with mint, cilantro, olive oil, lemon juice, and a bit of fava bean blitzed together. It gives this really nice creamy, luscious texture in your mouth. Goes with 4 different kinds kinds of beans, you can go ahead and get whatever you like or whatever is accessible, rinse it, drain it, toss it together once again with onion, tomato, cucumber, bunch of peppers, and mint and cilantro on top.
Longevity
So
food.
Both the actual salad and the dressing feature fava beans, but they're not something I don't cook with them very often. So why are they an ingredient that you suggest people start experimenting with?
I would suggest because it is a plant protein. It's a protein plant-based ingredient on its own. So it adds this nice appetite and meal to it if you want to deter away from using chicken or salmon. And in general, it's important to also play around with ingredients. That's what makes making or cooking salads or whipping up salads fun.
I just want to say, Portuguese people, we love our fava beans. We love our fava beans. I also love grilled tandoori chicken, and that is in your next salad. Tell us about this.
This is actually one of the first few salads that I started preparing for myself when I was traveling and on my own. The idea is you use tandoori marination.
Oh my God.
On the chicken. So you have the tandoori spice, some nice oil, yogurt, marinate the chicken, and then sear it or grill it or cook it at high temperature. So it gives you that nice charred texture and flavor, the tandoori flavor of it, and then pair it with a leafy green mango, tomato, cucumber salad. And if you also look at the salad, what I've done is, once again, same ingredients, cucumber, tomato, onion, but it's been sliced differently to give that volume to the salad.
We love
the mango is so nice in there, and the little bit of kick. Oh, good.
I love. Okay, talk to us about the dressing because you mix tamarind and honey together. Why do you like that pairing?
So what I've done is honey and tamarind. So honey has a sweetness to it. Tamarind has this nice sourness to it. And what happens is when you blend these ingredients together, along with the greens, it adds the sweetness and cuts through the acidity of the leafy greens. So if you're using spinach, you can switch it to kale, or you can switch it to maybe even Boston lettuce. So what happens is the acidity level enhances, but because of the sweetness, it's like a perfect combination in your mouth.
Love it.
You know, dressing is really interesting because you just kind of taste it as you go to be like, is this right? But you actually say we should be using a piece of lettuce to test our dressing.
Yes.
Can you explain that?
It is also a chef tip, and that is something that we practice in the kitchens. So what you want to do is when you make your dressing, instead of using a spoon and tasting it, because when you do that, you are basically coating your tongue with the dressing. But when you tear a piece of lettuce or any of the components and add it, mix it, and then taste it, what happens is it gives you an accurate flavor profile of the dressing itself. Because when you taste a dressing on its own, it can be too sour, too salty, but not accurate. But with the ingredient itself, it gives you the right finish.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we're going to end with a fruit salad. It takes apparently less than 15 minutes to make. I like that. What is unexpected about this one?
What is unexpected about is that you have this chaat masala or fruit chaat powder. You can also use mango powder, and the other powder that goes also is called Iraqi amba. So the key ingredient in this powder is dry mango, and when it is sprinkled on top with lemon juice in your fruits with whatever is accessible in season. So let's say, for example, grapes, apple, Asian pear, strawberry. Don't put tomato because that wouldn't go in there. No. What you would want to do is toss them together, and it really enhances the flavor of the ingredients, and it gives this light, spicy kick. But it's not spicy at the same time.
Not at all. So you just literally buy this and you sprinkle it on along with a little bit of lemon.
You would find fruit chaat masala in any and every store.
That's what we're looking for. Fruit chaat masala.
Yes. I am doing that. It's nice kick.
Yes.
The best part about this fruit chaat salad is also that you can prepare it with your family. I love preparing the salad with my niece and nephews. You can put together and also eat it for as your first meal of the day also.
Love that.
Beautiful.
Suman, thank you for all of these amazing ideas. So good.
Thank you for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell. For bite-sized videos you won't find anywhere else, check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.